All right, you guys, so here she is. This thing's so massive in here, I don't even have room. One sec. I think I'm gonna take you guys off my little stand. But yeah, this is it, y'all. I guess I'll stand over here, get a better shot. So this is the motor. Like, we're looking at like a long block plus motor right now, you guys. So essentially, I don't even know where I left off at. Man, let me think. I'll just let y'all look at this for a little bit. Enjoy it. Whew. Yeah. So I think where we left off last, you guys, was when I dropped the cylinder head off to the shop to get reworked. It got a complete job done on it. I'm gonna hit that up, talk about that here in a second. You guys saw when I picked up the short block from the machine shop, brought it back, and then I had it in the garage for a while. And then I finally took the head off. This is the head off my truck, my original motor. This one is good. So we sent this head off, got it checked, got it resurfaced, valve job done. Everything checked out good with this. We have brand new, if you look in there, brand new valve seals. And then we also have the Smedin diesel, MD for Mac over at MDC Diesel. We have the heavy duty push rods and valve springs. These are 103s, I want to say. And I had those installed when this was at the machine shop. It makes sense because they got to take off all this anyways. When he did check the head, he only had to change 2 valves in the back. He said they were not sealing correctly, so he put two new ones on. All the valves got polished. The seats or the retainers, wherever the valve sits at underneath the cylinder head, he regrinded all of those. I mean, this thing looked mint, you guys. I think I took a picture of it on my phone. If I did, I'm gonna put it up here so y'all can see it. So we got that back. I did give it a paint job. I painted the block got painted, but the head didn't. But I painted the head myself. Came out very good. Like I said, we have all of these push rods are hardened Smedin diesel push rods. I've ran these valve springs. I've never ran the push rods before, but I ran the valve springs on my last setup on my 3rd gen, and they were phenomenal. Never had an issue. But these are premium. I'm trying to find their marking. You might be able to see it. Yep, right there. You can see their marking on there. So get that back in the hole. There we go. So we got all that done. Also went ahead, installed this. Obviously, I installed the cylinder head onto the block. Brand new MLS gasket from Interstate McBee's. This is their head gasket. This thing it's mint, man. And then we did the Exotic Performance head studs. Shout out to Exotic because they hooked the channel up and sent these out to us. I ran these on multiple trucks in the past, never had an issue with them. Comes with full instructions. It comes with a socket. One thing I do like about this kit is they separate the 6 bolts, the outer bolts, because these ones are longer. So all your bolts here are going to be longer. They separate all these bolts here so that way you don't mix them up and install them on the inside, because these ones are going to be longer bolts. Something to consider if you're studying your truck for the first time, you will need to grind the rear spot right here for your rocker box, which is the box that sits over it. You're gonna have to grind that. Mine is already grinded because I already had studs previously. So these are brand new studs. Torqued them down. I did all this yesterday. So I installed the head, torqued it down yesterday. 125 final torque. So that was a good back workout. Obviously this is not part of it. This is just a lifting strap. Got that from Fire Punk. It's like 80 bucks. And I went ahead and I just soft mounted the intake plenum or the grid heater plate just to keep it from being wide open. The motor is like really buttoned up. On the bottom end, the only thing I did down here was I installed the industrial injection big iron pan. To be honest with you, and if you guys know, drop a comment, let me know, because I really don't know. But what is the biggest difference in terms of buying a big iron pan? Because I bought this thinking the drain plug was different to where it was flush, so that way you can drain out like all the oil. When I got it in, it legitimately looked just like a regular oil pan. So it's like twice the price though. So not too sure. So, but I ended up buying it, so I installed it because the old oil pan is I already threw it away. I was gonna show y'all. It's already smashed, so that's where we at. I went ahead today. I installed the manifold turbo. I just put the turbo on here just because I wanted to see how it looks, man. The cover is not even clamped on. It's just I can pull it off right now if I wanted to. So like right there, it's like that. So tell me what I want to know is about that oil pan. I'm probably going to take the turbo off, but I'm going to leave the manifold on when it's time to actually install it, unless you guys have experience installing these motors with the turbo still installed fully like this. Let me know if it's possible, or does it make it a lot harder to install. If it makes it a lot harder, I'm going to just unbolt the turbo here, get that out of the way, but I'll leave the manifold bolted. It's fully torqued down, everything torqued to spec, which I just torqued it to 50 foot-pounds because I do have studs up and down. I got those off of eBay for like 50 bucks. Installed the oil cooler housing. If you look closely there's a brand new oil cooler in there, new gaskets. All gaskets on this were from Interstate McBee's kit, you guys. If you need a complete engine rebuild kit, Interstate McBee is the way to go, you guys. I mean, it comes with every single gasket, like everything you need. I have my front main seal cover in there. I'm going to be swapping that out. These are looks like banjo. Yeah, those are crush washers for banjo fittings, it looks like. But it has, these are the old intake or exhaust manifold gaskets, which are pretty much brand new because I put these on right before the motor blew up, which had like, I don't know, 5 miles on it. So those are still brand new. So Interstate McBee kit is extremely nice, you guys. I mean, I was second guessing and like telling myself like, oh, I gotta order this gasket. Like, for example, this, whatever this is called, I don't even know what this is called, but like this water pump jacket, whatever, like I didn't have to order that gasket that goes behind here because that kit came with it. Because I was freaking out because I was like, I don't even know what part number it is. I don't know what this thing's called. Like, Interstate McBee rebuild kit, y'all, is money. So if you're thinking about rebuilding your motor, it's an economical kit and it is extremely well put together. It comes with every single thing you would need. Where else were we at? Yeah, you guys, I basically just been these last couple days, 2-3 days, I finally have some downtime. My work life is very hectic. I have enough downtime right now where I've just been putting the motor together slowly. So taking my time, just putting stuff on little by little. I transferred the water pump from my old motor to the new one because this water pump is basically brand new. There's a lot of components on this engine I transferred over. That is because it's basically new before the motor killed itself. Let's see. I went online and ordered a brand new block heater kit off Amazon. It's like 80 bucks, $100. So I got a brand new one in there. I do have a CP3 on the way. So I bought a TNC diesel 10 mil CP3 pump. It got shipped out. It should be here tomorrow, Saturday. That'll be in, so I'm going to install the injection pump tomorrow. Once the injection pump is installed, I'm going to button up the front cover. So the only thing I need to do is install the injection pump, and then I'm going to install a wear sleeve. I ordered a wear sleeve kit off Amazon, and it came with everything I needed except the freaking wear sleeve. So it came because I needed a press. So it came with the press. It came with the bolts in there. I also ordered the press for the front main seal installer, and it came with that. It came with everything I needed except the actual wear sleeve. It was supposed to come with a wear sleeve, but it didn't. So I had to order another one. So that, I don't know when that's going to get here. I think I'll get here Saturday. But yeah, this is where we at, y'all. This thing, I mean, it looks legit. So I'll give you guys an injector update, and then there's one more thing too. So my fuel injector. So I legitimately was just texting Don over at Flux Injector. Those are getting sent out tomorrow. So right there, Flux. So I don't know if my OGs remember. Y'all remember that, but yeah, I ran their injectors on the 3rd gen, and I was not disappointed at all. So we got those getting shipped out tomorrow, I'm sorry, today. If not today, Monday the latest. Those are gonna come in. We're gonna slap the injectors in, finish putting the valve train on as much as we can, and then I sent my fuel rail over to TNC Diesel, and he's gonna do what's called the wild rail, where basically he removes the fuel restrictors, cleans it, polishes the rail. I guess it's a ported rail, but not really. And then he's also going to change out the relief valve. He's gonna put a 32,000 PSI relief valve in it for me. So all this stuff, y'all, is it's coming together, man. So realistically, y'all probably want to know, Cam, when are you gonna install the motor in the truck? So my goal, and I was talking to my dog Eric, shout out Eric, because we always talk about random stuff, but my goal is when I install this engine, I want to do as little as possible while the motor is in the engine bay, right? So like injectors, you know, things that require my back and bending over for long periods of time, I don't want to do. I want it as much done outside while it's in my garage. I can comfortably access all this stuff, which is going to go to the next thing we're about to do, and I'll let you guys see it on camera. But I want to do as much as I can, right? So my goal is I want my injectors in, I want all my fuel lines connected, tightened, torqued down correctly, right? Because you guys know, if you're doing injectors, the 5 and 6 in the rear, especially the 6, it gets a little tight back there, and sometimes you don't get a good grip on the wrench and it leaks, and it's too much stuff, right? So I want to do as much as I can do outside of it, because I'm not in a rush to get this motor in the truck, because I know it's going to be an awesome motor. And then we go from there, and then we'll have it running. So when is that going to happen? Sometime in April. Sometime in April. That's all I'm going to say. It could be the first week, it could be last week, but April is the month, right? And this is not an April Fool's joke. This is legit, right? So sometime in April, this truck's going to be running. I just don't know when yet. But also, obviously, like I said, we got to get the injectors and stuff like that. All that stuff we got to get in, so that way we can get installed. Got to get the fuel rail back, install the injection pump. As soon as I get the injection paperwork in from Flux, when the injectors come in, I'm going to shoot that over to the tuners over at CCS Tuning, my tuner I go through Dirty Diesel Custom. Awesome people. That way we can get a custom file written and get it installed on here before the first start of the truck, just to make sure that we don't blow nothing up. So yeah, all right, now what are we about to do? All right, y'all, so next what we about to do is we are about to install the fleece coolant bypass kit. And I guess it's good because the motor is out, so this might make a perfect like demonstration video, but there's tons of videos online already, so I'm not going to sit here and go crazy over it. This is pretty simple, y'all. You knock this freeze plug out. In order to knock that out, I just get me like a flathead screwdriver. I put it on the edge, the lip right here. Then I get my mallet and I just tap it until it pushes in, and then this side comes out, and then I'll just grab some pliers and pull it out, clean it up with some Scotch-Brite, and then put a nice layer of petroleum jelly on that O-ring so it does not get pinched or ripped, and go from there. But this thing is nice. It feels like it got some good weight to it. Definitely is not cheap. All right, you guys, let me go ahead and get this knocked out, and then we'll take it from there. All right, so I went ahead, knocked the freeze plug. You can't mess this up. If you mess this up, then something's wrong. Something's wrong. I got a flathead, got my hammer. I put the flathead legitimately on the lip, like the edge at one spot, and I just kept knocking it until it rotated like this. And then you come in here and you pull her out. Rusty. So now I'm gonna get me some Scotch-Brite or some Brillo pad, and I'm going to clean this up, get the surface nice and clean before we install the doodad. Go from there. All right, you guys, I got a little bit carried away. I ended up installing it. It's not that hard, y'all. It's when it's out of the motor, it's not that hard. But just so you have like a orientation of what you would do if it was installed in the truck. I mean, this is essentially what you're doing. You knock that freeze plug out back here, put a good amount of lube. I use petroleum jelly. Lube it up good. Use the Scotch-Brite pad, clean up the surface, make sure there's no burrs on it to where you run your finger, you shouldn't get cut. Slide it on. It slides in super simple. Then you just tighten these down. I gave them some Ugga-Duggas. And then I took, after that, come to the front, install your, whatever this is called, the plate, the blocker plate or whatever. Install that, and then put your T-stat housing. Make sure your thermostat's in there too, down. So your thermostat's going to be at the bottom of the block, and then the spacer, and then your T-stat housing. and then you use the provided bolts, install them. I decided to torque it to spec for once. Usually I just tighten these down and I never have an issue. So I torqued these to 89 inch-pounds. That is the torque for a T-stat housing on a 6.7 block. After I did that, I got my hose. The hose has a natural bend in it, right? When you get it out of the packaging, I use the natural bend in the hose so that way I'm not fighting against it. I just soft screwed in this side, screwed that side in down there. Then I came in with my clamps. I positioned my clamps where I feel like it makes the most sense, and then I put them there. Hopefully these are the correct positions or it won't interfere with anything. This one, I don't know. I was kind of debating if I wanted to slide it down one more hole, but I think it's gonna be all right. So it does the job. It keeps it straight. It keeps it from you know, looking funky, and I mean, that's it. So I think this is where we're gonna finish today. Just try to get y'all a look of this engine. This lighting is not helping. Just try and get y'all a look so you guys can see what we're working with. But she's coming together. I mean, right now I'd probably say the motor's probably about 70, 80. I'd say it's about 70% together because the valve train is still not installed. Front cover's not on. Need to put a wear sleeve on, and the injection pump's not there. And the fuel rail, injectors, all that stuff. I mean, if I wanted to get buck crazy with this, I can install the intake manifold, the banks on there, but I don't want to have it on here when I'm installing it, risk scratching up the powder. So this is gonna stay, has no choice at this point. I'm committed. So this is it. Alright y'all, hopefully you enjoyed the update video. I'm pretty sure I caught you guys up on every single thing. Got to show you guys a little something I was doing on the motor as well. Also just got an instant update. Injectors are officially shipped, so those are on the way. I got, like, not even an hour ago, I got the notification and I got a message and all that stuff. So we got injectors on the way. They should be here next week. We'll install those. The lead time, the turnaround time for the fuel rail to get modded, that's going to be about a week. The rail will get there tomorrow, Saturday, and then Monday he'll probably work it. He said it takes about a week, so I probably won't get that back till the week after next. But it's fine though. It's fine. We still pushing. So she's coming together, man. It's coming together. I mean, from a $1,500 bare block, you know, short block I bought off Marketplace with a questionable crank and block, to we got a 8.9, I'd say about an 850 horsepower capable motor here, especially once we get that fuel in it. 100% overs, stainless 468, 178. Get y'all in there real quick and get you a little peek. Well, that's a camshaft y'all looking at. 178 over 207, 208 Hamilton, something like that. 10 mil TNC injection pump, modded fuel rail, so we get very good rail pressure. Plus a bunch of security upgrades. We got ARP top down. Well, we have studs top down, exotic head studs, ARP main, and girdle / windage tray studs down below. Factory rods, Interstate McBee bearings, everything. This bearing set is good for about 800-900 horsepower. I have no plans of running this motor that high all the time. What I do want to do is, and I'm gonna get up with Jordan over at CCS Tuning. The plan is, obviously I got 5-position tuner. I basically need a daily tune, a tune where it's like, hey, you know, I can just have fun, you know, 650, 600, 650 max. Daily tune where I can just cruise around town and it's not going crazy. And then I want to have it to where if I switch the knob up, it just unleashed the beast. So yeah, that is where we at, y'all. So drop your comment, tell me if there's some things y'all would like to see, hear, or know, or if I didn't mention something. By all means, I'm all ears and I would love to read what you guys got to say about this setup. So I'm extremely pumped. I hope you guys are. All right, until next time, make sure you like the video, drop a comment, and make sure you subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, y'all, I will see you guys later.